Austin is just such a great place to start a business. The community is just so behind local business.
Hello, my name is Yolanda, and this is Eatin' and Sippin' Locally. This show is podcast in Austin, Texas. Hey everyone, welcome to episode 15. Woo! Yes! Now you know I cannot end the year without sharing something that is close to my heart, and that is the farmers and the vendors I've met at the local farmers markets. I have had the pleasure of meeting up with some incredible small business entrepreneurs, and on this episode, I want to feature a vendor that you definitely need to take notice of, and that is my friend Bryant. Now, you heard him in the beginning of the show about how Austin supports small business, and yes, we are that kind of city, and that is one of the reasons why I like putting on this show, because I want to introduce you to some incredible people. Now, I met Bryant at the Buda Farmers Market earlier this year, and he is the CEO of a product called Loco Avocado. I like the way that sounds. What it is an all-natural avocado sauce that you can use in many different ways. Now, a lot of people, and I'm guilty of this too, have described Loco Avocado as a guacamole dip. But it is not a dip. And because it doesn't have three of the ingredients that guacamole dips do have. And so it is definitely a sauce. And Bryant would explain why it's not a dip, and we'll share with you how he got started and what's so crazy about Loco Avocado. All right, Bryant, it's time to share your story.
Hey, Eating and Sipping Locally. My name is Brian Ozimek, and I am grateful to be here today with you. Grateful for this opportunity. I'm the founder of Loco Avocado, and I hope at the end of this we'll be able to answer, what is so crazy about Loco Avocado. Anyway, first let's just talk about what is Loco Avocado. I'd be missing out if I didn't say it is a crazy delicious, award-winning avocado sauce. Comes in several different spice varieties because not everybody's spice preference is the same. But it is creamy, flavorful, fresh, just crazy delicious. And but yeah, it's a sauce. It's not a guacamole. At room temperature, it's kind of like a thick ranch dressing. And but it did get its humble beginnings as a request for guacamole. You see, for the past 12 plus years, I've been a stay-at-home dad, and part of my role as a stay-at-home dad is I've always been the cook of the family. I'm a largely self-taught cook, though I lean heavily on how I was raised. Both my parents are excellent cooks, and as a youngster, I just hung out with them and just picked up on their cooking philosophies, which subsequently became my core cooking philosophy, which starts with just start with fresh, healthy ingredients, clean ingredients. And my parents were always mindful of heart health and picking heart healthy ingredients because heart disease runs in my family. So it's something we're always cognizant about because, the easiest way to treat a medical problem is to treat it before it becomes a problem. So I constantly think about eating cleanly, exercising, and that is kind of how I start off any recipe when I'm just start tinkering in the kitchen. Anyway, going back to guacamole, years ago, my wife requested guacamole. Now, wasn't as straightforward a request as you think. Like anybody, my wife has particular ingredients she doesn't like. The first of which is tomatoes. She has never liked tomatoes. Anytime I think about her and tomatoes, I always think about my son. My son, who loves tomatoes, would always ask my wife, because we would talk about how taste buds change. Oh, here, try a tomato. Let's see if you like it. And maybe only a week went by since the previous time she tried a tomato. She would try it again, and yeah, the results never changed. Anyways, long story short, no tomatoes in guacamole. She also has never liked cilantro. Tastes like soap to her. And she doesn't like chunks of onion. Now, that sounds like ingredients 2, 3, and 5 in guacamole to me. But I took it on as a challenge, You might think, oh, you can just mash up some avocados, maybe throw on some lime, and there you go. Yeah, I didn't want to risk it. Anyway, so I just did what I always do. I started tinkering in the kitchen. And I came up with what would become Loco Avocado. Like I said, it starts with all natural ingredients. Primary ingredient is avocados, just like in guacamole. Also has quite a bit of tomatillo in it, some lime, and a various amount of peppers depending on the spice variety you pick. I rarely talk about this, but probably the funniest thing, I didn't like avocados when she asked me to make this for her. So you talk about taste buds changing. Yeah, I hadn't liked them my whole life up to that point. Something about the texture, the way it, stuck into my mouth. But any cook, worth their weight, you have to try what you're making to know how to make it better. Anyway, after a few weeks, I created this Loco Avocado, and my wife declared it essentially a hit. And our friends didn't just like it, but they really liked it. They started requesting, "Hey, can you bring the sauce with you?" At these events, it started becoming a joke. You should start a business around this. Well, being a stay-at-home dad, I just didn't have time. But as my kids aged and they didn't need as much help volunteering in the computer lab, they were a little bit more self-sufficient, I discovered I had a little more time on my hands. And I decided, you know what, let's give this crazy dream a chance. Let's see what it takes to start a business. In 2018, I launched Loco Avocado. It's been quite an adventure. I've also been humbled with success at some of the hot sauce festivals. It's awesome having affirmation from your friends and from regular customers and new customers, but sometimes you just really want to know, is it really legit? So I entered Loco Avocado into a couple hot sauce festivals. The first being ZestFest, which is a hot sauce festival coming up here shortly in January. It's up in Dallas, Irving. It's one of the big hot sauce festivals in the nation. And Loco Avocado took 2 seconds and a third. It took the Smooth and Mild took second for guac style hot sauce. I also entered Loco Avocado into the Austin Hot Sauce Festival. That was just a lot of fun because it's the hometown crowd and not everybody knew me, so it was a great way to let more of Austin try Loco Avocado. Moving on to today, you will find Loco Avocado primarily at the Austin area farmers markets. I sell on Saturdays at the Barton Creek Farmers Market, and then on Sundays, you will find me at the downtown Buda Farmers Market from 10 to 2. And if you are interested in trying Loco Avocado, it's an excellent opportunity. I always have samples available, and you can try all of them. There's 4 varieties. First is Smooth and Mild, is the mildest variety. And then moving up from there, we have Training Wheels, Mouth Tingling Medium, and Hot Lavocado. So if you're in downtown Austin, you can find me at the Royal Blue grocery chain. And there's 6 of them, and I'm at all 6. And if you're curious where they are, obviously you can Google Royal Blue Grocery. Otherwise, you can also go to locoavocado.com and click on Find Us. And I have them listed there, as well as having a calendar listed there that shows which markets and events I will be at. So if you're kind of curious whether I'm going to be at a farmer's market any given weekend, go take a look at the calendar there. I keep it up to date. If you're looking for recipes on how to use it different ways, I have the chicken enchilada recipe. Just simply substitute out the protein. And it works in a variety of ways. Blackened fish enchiladas. On my website, you'll find deviled eggs. It's fantastic with anything eggs. The chicken salad sandwich is a must. It is a go-to. It is so much better than, at least in my opinion, than mayonnaise. So, take a look at locoavocado.com and you'll be able to experience why Loco Avocado it's just beyond guacamole and how it works with so many different things. I hope to expand Loco Avocado's retail presence. I want to be all over Austin. I want to be in the surrounding communities. The dream is one day, be everywhere in the United States. The dream is to be able to walk into, any store and seeing someone pick up Loco Avocado on the shelf and turn to their friend and ask, "Have you tried this stuff? It's amazing." Yeah, that's the dream, So crazy. Who knew that my wife's pickiness would lead to such a crazy good opportunity?
Thank you, Brian, for taking your time out to be a part of Eating and Sipping Locally. From the first day I met you, man, I loved your vibe and your presence. You have impacted my life by demonstrating that if you surround yourself with the right people, work hard, that big dreams can be accomplished. I am so glad that our paths have crossed, and I look forward to hanging out with you more in 2020. Testing 1, 2, 3. I'm heading over to the Buda Farmers Market to see my friends, and I decided to end my show with great people that we've been working together with, supporting one another. And so I'm ending my show with Buda Farmers Market, and we all want to wish you.
This is Misha.
And I'm Tosca
From Springtown Roasters.
Happy holidays!
Happy holidays from the Buda Farmers Market.
Woohoo!
This is Roderick with Buda's Brew. Happy holidays from the downtown Buda Farmers Market.
This is Trace with Happy Gut Foods saying happy holidays from the Buda Farmers Market.
Hi, my name's Maya. Have happy holidays from the Buda Farmers Market and from Greenspace. Natural foods and juices.
Hi, I'm David, and my wife is Brenda. She owns these companies, Goldenwood Mushrooms and Native Root Salsa Company. We grow fresh mushrooms, and she makes fresh salsas and Mediterranean sauces, hummuses, and Lebanese garlic sauce, and we just want to wish you happy holidays.
Hi, this is Marcus with the Downtown Buda Farmers Market. I work at the info booth right up front. We have farm fresh eggs along with farmers market merchandise, tote bags, T-shirts, fresh water for both humans and dogs alike. And you can see me down here every Sunday from 10 to 2. Happy holidays, everyone.
Thank you, my friends from the Buda Farmers Market. Well, that ends episode 15, season 2. Thank you, listeners, for supporting this show. And if you love what you hear, please share this show with a friend. And please leave a review on iTunes for me. I'd love to know what you think about the show. And if you have an idea or want to come on, then you know where to find me. Always on Instagram or Facebook. You can also check out my website. Well, I guess I'll see you back here in 2020. Happy New Year's, everyone. Connect with me through Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter at Eatin' and Sippin' Locally. Love to see what you're posting and who you're following. And if you'd like to come on the show, check out my webpage at Eatin' and Sipping, that's EATIN, and Sipping, SIPPIN, locally.com. Subscribe to the show on Apple iTunes, Stitcher, and Spotify, or wherever you download your podcast show at. And if you do download me, please rate the show and leave me a comment, because I like to know what you're thinking. Well, until we meet again, keep it local.